Lump sum grants differ from actual cost grants primarily in their simplified funding mechanism. Unlike actual cost grants, which require beneficiaries to report their actually incurred eligible costs, lump sums are fixed amounts defined in the grant agreement allocated for each work package, which are eligible upon completion of all work package activities. This streamlined approach reduces the administrative workload and minimizes the risk of financial errors. For lump sum grants, the reporting process after the end of each reporting period follows the same overall procedure and structure as for actual cost grants, but with key differences in the following areas. The first difference is that the coordinator must update the Status of Work Packages tab, which appears in the grant management system. Work packages, as described in Annex 1, are assessed based on activities carried out instead of objectives achieved. A work package is normally considered complete if all the work has been carried out as described in Annex 1. It can be also declared as complete if some elements are missing, as long as all essential work has been done, and/or equivalent work has been carried out, and/or deviations have been duly justified. Achieving objectives and milestones is desirable but not mandatory for completing the work package. Typically, a work package is considered complete once the related deliverables are finalized. For work packages involving multiple beneficiaries, the work package can only be declared complete once all contributors have finished their respective tasks. Incomplete work packages can be completed and reported in any subsequent reporting period. At the end of the project, during the final periodic reporting, partially completed work package option appears, and the percentage field is editable. The percentage of completion declared should correspond to the share of activities described in the grant agreement that have been carried out and must be justified in the Part B of the technical report. Payments for these work packages can only be made at the end of the project, as part of the final balance payment. If a work package cannot be fully completed due to technical reasons, deviations must be reported or addressed through an amendment. The second area specific for lump sum grants is simplified financial reporting. The completion of the financial report is largely automated. Once the coordinator locks the work package status, the system automatically generates a consolidated financial statement, which appears only in the coordinator's line. The statement includes the lump sum shares assigned to each beneficiary participating in completed work packages. As the amounts are predefined in the grant agreement, only the PF sign of the coordinator signs and submits the statement. Since actual costs are not reported in lump sum grants, audits focus exclusively on verifying the proper implementation of the work plan and compliance with non-financial obligations. Unlike in actual cost grants, beneficiaries are also not required to submit a certificate on the financial statements. Since the actual costs are not reported in lump sum grants, beneficiaries are not required to maintain financial records for audit purposes. However, this does not exempt them from complying with legal obligations outside the grant agreement, for example, national laws. To ensure proper implementation of the work plan, beneficiaries must keep documentation verifying the completion of activities outlined in Annex 1 and identifying those responsible. Required records should align with standard research practices.